Hi guys, Andy here. Bit of a different surroundings for a video for a change, because I'm coming back to do my my follow-up video, my review almost of the Nokia wireless charger with built-in NFC while being used with my Nexus 5. It's a bit of a mixed bag really. There's some things I really like about it. The holder itself, as far as universal holders go, it's really good quality, I feel. As I said in the original video, everything sort of screams quality. I love the slow release of the hands there. I like the little lip with it's got the hole in, so you can use cable charger if you wish. It holds it nice and steady. You know, watch my previous video to see that I gave it a good old shaking. It wasn't coming out. It was nice and easy to install. You see the actual socket there for the Nokia with the extra USB slot, so you can still plug other things in while the charger's in use. The cable comes with the little sticky pads, which that one's not stuck too well. I don't think that one has either, for that matter. But then I've run it up through the side of the dash, coming out to the charger itself there. So all round, the quality of it very good. How does it work with the Nexus 5? Not so well. Let's start with the NFC. So the NFC is on. Put the phone in. I should have the screen already. Nothing happens. Now, if I touch it down here, hopefully, he says, maybe. Yeah, that's right, going through my car stereo. Finally, it recognises it. Now, I had to install a plug-in for Trigger, which is an app that sort of helps you write and read NFC tags. So I can then tap, and it puts me into car mode. I don't know if you get to see that on the video. So yeah, that's usable if you can find it the right point. But it's far from ideal. It's not really what you had envisaged. And to be honest, I thought about it afterwards and thought, well, I can stick a sticker with NFC on there. They cost about £1.50. I could put that in exactly the right place on a regular car mount that it would, you know, trigger every time, just popping the device in. So I probably shouldn't have got carried away by the fact that it's got NFC. Then we move on to the actual charging ability. It's really not very good. So I set off the other morning at 6:54, and I was driving somewhere. It was charging. In theory, it said wireless charging, but after less than 30 minutes, I'd lost 10%. I hadn't charged as it's supposed to. I'd lost 10%. Because I'd intentionally let the phone run down overnight. You know, I'd foolishly hoped that it would actually charge, and it didn't. I had to switch back to a regular cable, which, I mean, luckily it fits up nicely through the gap in the bottom there. And I went back to normal charging, and I gained back sort of, well, another almost 20% in the next hour, charging it through, you know, proper 1 amp charge. Now, what struck me was, it's perhaps unfair to me to say that it doesn't charge very well, because obviously this is not designed for a Nexus 5, it's designed for a Nokia. So my concern is, if the receiving point is the middle of the back of the Nexus, and the charging point is the middle of the back of the Nokia, there's a good chance they won't actually line up when the phone's plugged in. So if they're not lined up, it's not going to be able to pass as much power as it should. You know, it's still quite an early point in the technology. It's just not that advanced that it's going to be able to travel that far. If they're not lined up properly, we're not going to get the full charge. And there's no way, unfortunately, because of this bit here, there's no way that we can realign those things. It's just not, you know, if that's the case. Obviously, I've not taken the Nokia thing to pieces, but I'm just saying it's unfair of a mount that's designed for a different phone for me to then say, you know, it's not very good at charging, because it might charge a Nokia perfectly well. I'd be interested to know if anyone owns this and owns a Nokia. Please let me know. You know, how many amps does it put through, what charge goes back on, because this just couldn't cope with navigation and Bluetooth streaming music. It just couldn't cope, unfortunately. So, like I say, a bit of a mixed bag. I really like it, and even just as a universal mount, putting the cable up through the gap, it's still quite a nice, you know, that's really quite quite solid. It's not going anywhere. When you're driving, you can operate it nice and easily without it wobbling or moving or anything like that. So I do like the mount, just not so suitable for the Nexus 5. So there we go. I will be trying some other things. I'll be sure to do a video. I'm perhaps going to make my own, and I'll try and video document how that's built using the magnets in the Nexus 5 and attaching magnets to it. Well, you'll see. You'll see. If it works, it'll be very interesting. It may very well not, but we'll see. So there we go. My name's Andy. I'll catch you all again soon.